Have you ever wondered if the vitamins you're taking every day could be secretly making your legs weaker? If you're a senior who takes vitamins and supplements to stay strong, you might be surprised to learn that some of these common supplements could be harming your leg strength, balance, and mobility. Weak legs don't just make walking harder, they increase your risk of falls, injuries, and losing your independence. In today's video, we're diving deep into the surprising truth about 5 common supplements that could be silently draining your energy and weakening your legs. You'll discover which vitamins are working against you, how they might be affecting your muscles and mobility, and most importantly, what you can do to make sure you're truly supporting your body as you age. Stick around to the end because we're not just exposing the hidden dangers of these vitamins. We're also giving you simple, effective solutions to restore your leg strength, improve your mobility, and protect your independence. If you've been feeling unusually fatigued, struggling with leg cramps, or finding it harder to get around, this video will give you the answers you need to reclaim your strength. You'll also learn which everyday foods can naturally boost your leg strength and mobility, without the risks of overdosing on supplements. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with practical knowledge to make informed decisions about your health and well-being, helping you walk with confidence and ease. So, if you're ready to uncover the hidden dangers and take control of your health, keep watching until the end, because your leg strength and your independence are worth it. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Calcium supplements. The unexpected risk to your muscles. For decades, we've been told that calcium is the foundation of strong bones. It's ingrained in our culture, reinforced by doctors, advertisements, and even well-meaning friends who constantly remind us, take your calcium or your bones will crumble. It's a piece of advice that's repeated so often that many of us don't even think to question its truth. After all, who wouldn't want to protect their bones as they age, right? Yet, what if I told you that the very thing we believe to be essential for our health could be doing more harm than good? The truth is, too much calcium, especially when it comes from supplements, can silently erode your muscle strength and even weaken your legs. At first, it seems so harmless. You may notice a slight heaviness in your legs when you're climbing the stairs. Perhaps you feel some occasional cramps in your calves at night. You might brush it off, thinking it's just a normal part of aging, dehydration, or the result of a long day on your feet. But if you look deeper, there's something more insidious going on in your body that you're unaware of. While calcium is essential for muscle contraction, it doesn't act alone. For your muscles to contract and relax properly, there needs to be a delicate balance of minerals, particularly magnesium. Unfortunately, calcium supplements often disrupt this balance, tipping it in the wrong direction. If you're consuming too much calcium without enough magnesium, your muscles can become stiff and sluggish. Instead of feeling solid and strong on your feet, you might find yourself struggling to stand up from a chair, or feeling unusually tired after even a short walk. It can feel like your body is betraying you, and that's an incredibly frustrating experience, especially when you know you should be able to move with ease. The risks of too much calcium don't stop at muscle weakness. Excess calcium can also contribute to something more concerning: arterial calcification. This occurs when calcium builds up in your blood vessels, limiting circulation and preventing your muscles from receiving the oxygen and nutrients they need to thrive. If you've ever felt like your legs simply won't cooperate, or that they tire out too quickly, poor circulation could be the silent culprit behind your struggles. I know it can be shocking to think that something so widely accepted as beneficial might be secretly hurting you, but research shows that many seniors are over-supplementing calcium, even though their diets already provide an adequate amount. So before you reach for that next calcium tablet, I urge you to pause and ask yourself, is this really helping me stay strong, or could it be weakening me instead? If you're concerned about bone health, it's important to adopt a more balanced approach. Focus on getting enough magnesium, vitamin D, and vitamin K2, nutrients that work in harmony with calcium, allowing it to do its job without harming your muscles. You don't need to be in the dark about your health. Sometimes the simplest change in how you approach nutrition can make all the difference. 2. Iron supplements. A hidden cause of muscle fatigue. For many seniors, iron supplements seem like a harmless or even necessary addition to their daily routine. After all, iron is essential for transporting oxygen through the blood, and low iron levels can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and weakness. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that more iron will boost your energy and keep your body functioning at its peak. But what if, instead of energizing you, those iron pills are quietly draining your energy and weakening your legs? Here's the truth. Most seniors don't need extra iron, and for some, taking too much can have serious, unintended consequences, especially for muscle function. The reality is that, as we age, our bodies become far less likely to be iron deficient. Yet, many still take iron supplements out of habit, or because of outdated advice that suggests everyone should get extra iron as they grow older. We don't realize that, unlike younger adults, our bodies aren't as quick to use up the excess, and that iron can accumulate in places it shouldn't. Over time, this accumulation of iron doesn't just sit there idly. It builds up in tissues and organs, including your muscles. This surplus disrupts normal muscle function, leading to fatigue, weakness, and even pain. One of the most troubling aspects of excess iron is its ability to increase oxidative stress. Iron is a highly reactive mineral, and when there's too much of it, it can generate free radicals, unstable molecules that wreak havoc on cells, including your precious muscle fibers. These free radicals cause inflammation, making it harder for your muscles to recover after activity. It can feel like a never-ending cycle of exhaustion, and if you've ever wondered why your legs ache for no reason, or why they refuse to recover after a simple walk, excessive iron might be to blame. This buildup of iron can also interfere with the absorption of magnesium, much like the problems we face with excess calcium. Magnesium is essential for muscle relaxation and proper nerve function, and without it, your muscles can become stiff, sore, and prone to cramping. I know firsthand how debilitating those late-night leg cramps can be. Waking up in the middle of the night with a sharp, painful reminder that something's not right. Those muscle spasms aren't just a nuisance. They can be a sign that the supplements you're taking may be doing more harm than good. So, what can you do? First, remember that unless your doctor has diagnosed you with an iron deficiency, you probably don't need an iron supplement at all. Many seniors get plenty of iron from their diet, especially if they eat lean meats, spinach, beans, or fortified cereals. Instead of reaching for another pill, try pairing iron-rich foods with vitamin C, like citrus fruits or bell peppers, to help your body absorb iron naturally. This way, you're getting just the right amount, without the risk of excess buildup. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Before you grab that iron pill, I encourage you to take a moment and ask yourself, am I truly low on iron, or could my fatigue be coming from something else entirely? Too many seniors point to iron deficiency as the cause of their exhaustion, when in reality, their iron levels are just fine. It's important to stay informed and listen to your body. It knows more than we sometimes give it credit for. 3. Vitamin E, a surprising threat to leg strength. For years, vitamin E has been lauded as a miracle worker, a must-have for heart health, brain function, and even for preserving youthful skin. It's a vitamin so praised, many older adults take it religiously, believing it's their key to fighting off the inevitable signs of aging. But what if I told you that this well-meaning supplement might be sabotaging the very thing it's supposed to help, your leg strength? What if it's quietly making you more unsteady on your feet, increasing your risk of dangerous falls, and robbing you of the mobility you worked so hard to preserve? Let me make one thing clear. Vitamin E isn't the enemy. It's not a bad thing in and of itself. Our bodies need it for several important functions, and it is, indeed, an essential nutrient. The issue arises when we get too much of it, particularly from supplements, which can completely throw off the delicate balance our muscles and nervous system rely on to maintain stability and strength. The problem isn't noticeable at first. Many people think it's just part of aging when they begin to feel weaker. But over time, that excess vitamin E could be causing subtle yet serious consequences that may surprise you. One of the most dangerous ways vitamin E disrupts your health is through its interference with vitamin K, a nutrient that is vital for blood clotting and muscle health. While we take vitamin E for its antioxidant properties, it can work against the beneficial effects of vitamin K. Without enough vitamin K, your muscles suffer because they aren't getting the blood flow and nutrients they need to stay strong. You might not notice it right away, but over time, this imbalance can leave you feeling unusually weak, or worse, more prone to bruising even from small bumps. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, "I've just gotten older, that's all. My legs aren't as strong as they used to be." But what if that weakness, that unsteady feeling, isn't just the result of aging? What if it's because of too much vitamin E? And it's not just about muscle weakness. This vitamin also has a blood-thinning effect. Yes, in moderation, this can be beneficial for heart health. But too much vitamin E can make your blood so thin that you might feel lightheaded, dizzy, or worse, prone to excessive bleeding. These aren't just minor inconveniences. These symptoms affect your ability to stand up straight, to walk with confidence, and ultimately, to live a full and active life. Have you ever felt an odd weakness in your legs when you get out of bed or experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of balance? That could be your body crying out for help, struggling under the weight of too much vitamin E. I've spoken with so many older adults who, despite taking this vitamin thinking it's helping, end up feeling weaker and less stable. The most frustrating part? They're unknowingly making their situation worse. Instead of giving your muscles the strength they need, an overabundance of vitamin E could be quietly eroding the foundation of your mobility. But don't panic. This doesn't mean you need to avoid vitamin E altogether. The key is moderation, and it's best to get it from natural food sources. Foods like nuts, seeds, and leafy greens offer a safe, balanced amount of vitamin E that won't have the same risks as the high-dose supplements. Your body knows exactly how to process vitamin E from food, but with supplements, it's easy to overdo it. The worst part? You might not realize it until you feel those subtle signs: weak legs, poor balance, and that sinking feeling that something just isn't right. Before you reach for that next vitamin E capsule, ask yourself, am I really protecting my health with this, or am I quietly compromising my strength and stability? 4. Vitamin D in excess. The double-edged sword for muscle health. Vitamin D. Oh, how we hear its praises sung. It's often described as a miracle vitamin for aging well, helping to strengthen bones, boost immune function, and support muscle health. No wonder doctors recommend it so often, and why so many seniors take it every single day without hesitation. But here's the kicker. What happens when we take too much? What if the very vitamin you're trusting to keep your muscles strong and your body energized is weakening your legs and draining you of the vitality you've worked so hard to maintain? Let me be clear. Vitamin D is vital. Our bodies need it, and it does wonders for our health when used correctly. But just like with everything else, more is not always better. When vitamin D is consumed in excess, it can lead to a dangerous buildup of calcium in your bloodstream, a condition known as hypercalcemia. Now, while calcium is essential for bone strength, too much of it circulating in your blood, rather than going where it's needed, can cause muscle stiffness, cramps, and over time, chronic muscle weakness. I know many older adults who have been told that they need more vitamin D, especially when they start feeling achy or fatigued. They've been conditioned to think that they must take large doses to compensate for their aging bodies. But what many don't realize is that they're already getting vitamin D from fortified foods, dairy products, and even from the natural sunlight they're exposed to. So why add more supplements into the mix, especially when it could push their vitamin D levels to dangerous heights? The result of overdoing it? Leg cramps, tightness, and that dreadful feeling of heaviness that seems to settle in your muscles. If you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with excruciating leg cramps or felt an unexplained fatigue in your legs after even the simplest of activities, you're not alone. So many people mistake these symptoms for just the inevitable consequences of getting older, but they could be a sign that your vitamin D levels are out of whack, slowly disrupting muscle function. What's even scarier is that excessive vitamin D can also lead to a mineral imbalance in your body, particularly magnesium and potassium. These two minerals are crucial for muscle relaxation and proper function, and without them, your muscles can go into spasms, cramp up, or simply stop functioning properly. It's the kind of issue that creeps up on you, making your muscles feel stiff and weak when you least expect it. The good news is that preventing these problems isn't as difficult as you might think. Rather than blindly popping vitamin D supplements, have your levels checked first. There's no need to overload your system with more if you're already getting what you need. It's a simple, effective solution that can save you from unnecessary discomfort and muscle weakness. Instead of reaching for high-dose pills, focus on getting vitamin D naturally. Foods like salmon, eggs, and fortified dairy products are great sources that your body can process safely and effectively. And of course, spending some time outdoors in the sunshine can give you all the vitamin D you need without the risk of overdosing. So before you pop another vitamin D capsule, ask yourself, am I truly giving my body what it needs, or am I unknowingly causing more harm than good? 5. B6, pyridoxine when too much causes nerve and muscle problems. Vitamin B6, often hailed as a critical nutrient for energy, brain health, and nerve function, is a common companion for many seniors seeking to improve their well-being. We take it in hopes that it will help maintain cognitive sharpness, boost metabolism, and support the overall health of our nervous system. But here's a thought that might shake you. What if the very vitamin you're relying on to enhance your health is working against you, silently causing damage to your nerves and muscles, turning every step you take into a struggle? Unlike other vitamins that the body can quickly flush out when consumed in excess, B6 doesn't work that way. It builds up inside us over time, gradually reaching levels that can become dangerously toxic. While moderate amounts of B6 are essential to turn food into energy and keep your nerves functioning properly, too much of it can trigger a condition known as sensory neuropathy. This disorder specifically affects the nerves responsible for controlling muscle function, particularly in your legs, leading to uncomfortable symptoms like numbness, tingling, and a loss of coordination. Seniors often describe a bizarre sensation, as though they're walking on cushions or have lost all sense of where their feet are positioned. This disorienting feeling can quickly spiral into dangerous imbalance, and without proper attention, it increases the risk of falls. The scary part? This creeping danger doesn't announce itself with loud alarms. The onset is subtle, sneaking up on you with a tingling in your toes or a slight, occasional weakness in your legs after standing for a little too long. But here's the heartbreaking truth. What starts as an annoyance can gradually evolve into a more severe struggle. You could find yourself battling persistent leg weakness, and with that, the ability to walk freely and confidently could slip right through your fingers. You could lose the very independence that gives your life meaning. This isn't just about a physical limitation. It's an emotional blow, a reminder that what we once took for granted can slip away unnoticed. What makes this even worse is the fact that so many seniors don't even realize the source of their discomfort. The culprit could very well be the B6 supplement they're taking daily. Often included in multivitamins, fortified cereals, protein shakes, and even energy drinks, B6 is sneaky. It hides in plain sight. You might think you're just taking a little boost for health, but before you know it, you could be consuming multiple sources of B6, pushing your body far beyond its safe threshold. The recommended daily intake for seniors is just 1.7 milligrams, but many supplements contain 50 milligrams or even more. And here's where it gets truly concerning. These high doses could be silently wreaking havoc on your nerves, robbing you of the very vitality you're trying to safeguard. But all is not lost. The good news is that this problem is both preventable and reversible. you can still enjoy the benefits of B6 without the risk. The secret: turning to natural food sources rather than synthetic supplements. Foods like bananas, chicken, fish, and potatoes contain just the right amount of B6 your body needs, in a form it can process safely. The power is in your hands to make that simple, yet profound, shift. If you're already noticing tingling, weakness, or balance problems, perhaps it's time to take a closer look at your supplement intake. You don't have to suffer through these symptoms. A small adjustment could be the difference between feeling sluggish and finding your strength and stability again, between struggling with every movement and rediscovering the joy of moving freely. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Before you pop another high-dose B6 pill, stop and ask yourself this: is this really helping my energy levels and nerve health, or is it just contributing to the very weakness I'm trying to fight? The vitamins you take should be your allies, not silent enemies. When we talk about our health, particularly in the later years, it's all too easy to rely on supplements to counter the wear and tear of aging. But here's the truth we need to face: not all supplements are created equal. It's not about a magic pill. It's about balance. Every vitamin, every nutrient plays a role, but none of them should ever be overdone. When we take too much of one, we risk throwing everything out of harmony. Think about it. Calcium, in excess, can steal magnesium from your muscles, leaving them stiff and drained. Iron, when overused, can increase oxidative stress, leading to inflammation and muscle damage. High doses of vitamin E that can subtly disrupt nerve function, making balance and coordination that much harder. Too much vitamin D. It can lead to muscle cramping and fatigue. And B6. It can quietly eat away at nerve health, making every movement a struggle. These issues don't crop up overnight. No, they build slowly, creeping in, almost undetected, until one day you realize something's off. Getting out of a chair feels like a mountain climb. Walking upstairs seems like a Herculean task. What once felt normal, easy even, now feels like an exhausting endeavor, and that's not something you should accept. It's easy to blame these changes on aging, to tell ourselves that this is just how life goes. But what if it's not? What if a small adjustment to the vitamins we're taking could bring back the strength we thought we lost? It might be simpler than you think. So, what should we do? The first step is awareness. Look at your supplements. Do you need them? Are they serving a real, specific purpose, or have they simply become a part of your routine? Are you taking them because of a doctor's recommendation, or is it just something you've done for years without question? Get your vitamin and mineral levels checked. Old advice might not be serving you anymore. The second step is choosing real food over pills. Food isn't just fuel, it's the source of life, providing the nutrients our bodies need in the most natural, effective form. Fresh leafy greens, nuts, fish, eggs, and dairy give your body exactly what it requires, without the risk of overdosing or creating imbalances. And finally, remember this: your health isn't just about what you put in your body, but how you use it. Movement is just as important as nutrition. The best way to protect your leg strength isn't just by popping supplements. It's by staying active, stretching, and doing light strength exercises that engage your muscles and keep them resilient. Supplements alone won't preserve your strength, but smart choices, paired with a healthy, active lifestyle, will. That's where true power lies. So, what have we learned today? We've uncovered some hidden truths about the very supplements that many of us rely on for better health, specifically vitamin B6, and the unintended consequences of overconsumption. We've seen how easy it is to unknowingly push our bodies beyond safe limits, and how small adjustments to our vitamin intake and lifestyle can make all the difference in maintaining our strength, mobility, and independence as we age. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the one thing you've learned today that you're going to bring into your life moving forward? Maybe you're going to take a closer look at your supplement routine, Or perhaps you'll start choosing natural food sources over synthetic pills. Whatever it is, leave a comment below and let us know how you plan to take charge of your health. If you liked this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. Thank you for watching, and remember, your health is in your hands. Make every choice count.